What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and like always, we got a ton of stuff to go over. Now, before I do that, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. We just broke 147,000 subscribers, so big shout out to all you guys hitting the like button, being subscribed, getting closer to that 150K milestone. Also, before I jump into it, my friend over at The Section is doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. He's getting closer. I think he needs about 150 subscribers at the time of recording. So there's a link in the description below, which will take you to his channel. All you got to do is be subscribed. First place winner will win a pair of shoes in your size, whatever's popular, releasing around the time he hits 1K, and then the second place winner will win $200. So pretty simple, easy. Again, link in the description below. Now, as for some of the highlights in this video, we have a release date for the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagined, as well as a few added details on the Air Jordan 2 Chicago. Other than that, we got a ton more from Jordan Brand. We got a solid lineup from Nike, which includes official images of the Social Status, Nike Air Max Penny 1, and the Air Penny 2. There's also more from Nike and one thing from Adidas. And now, without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. A couple weeks back, some images popped up of what people were calling the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Reverse Oreo. Now, that pair featured a white upper in a black stripe. Unfortunately, due to the lighting of the shoe, the pair actually doesn't feature white, but it's beige. So the Reverse Oreo nickname was dropped from the pair, and now they're just being called Beige Black. I'm sure there'll be another nickname for them, something official. And here we have some on-feet images of the shoes. They're not all that bad. Personally, I'm a bit over the Yeezy Boost 350 V2. Yeah, there's a few colorways that are decent. And for those that are interested in buying this pair, we don't have a set release date. They are expected to debut during fall 2022 for $230. A shoe that Nike is going to beat into the ground is the Nike Dunk. Each day, I think there's 1 to 2 new images of an upcoming Nike Dunk. Most of the time, it's a first look, so you already know 2022 is packed with releases. Not only that, we have variations of the Dunk releasing, like the Scrap, but my favorite is the SB line, of course. But here we have an interesting upcoming Nike Dunk High, which pays tribute to what this model was intended for when it originally dropped in the 80s, and that's basketball. The pair is known as I Got Next, and as you can see, the phrase is placed on the lateral side by the heel. Other than that, the pair comes constructed with leather and patent leather. We have various shades of light and dark blue, as well as iridescent. Other highlights includes white on the laces, medial swoosh, and midsole, while an icy translucent outsole completes the look. Unfortunately, we don't have a release date nor a retail price for this shoe. However, they are expected to release sometime later this year. This is a pair that I probably should have included in my previous video. Unfortunately, I was already done editing it when the information came out. But for those that don't know, the Nike Air Trainer SE High, which was made for Bo Jackson, will be returning in the Auburn colorway. This pair last released in 2017, and for those that don't know, the shoe pays tribute to Jackson's alma mater, the University of Auburn. Highlighted with white leather on the base, we have transparent mesh on the panels, gray suede on the mudguard, and then of course blue and orange accents throughout. So the images you're actually looking at is in grade school sizing. They will debut in adult sizing as well, however those photos have yet to leak. And currently, no release date nor a retail price, but again, they will be releasing later this year. For me, it's been a while since an Air Max 1 actually caught my attention. Yeah, the OG colorways will always be a head turner for me. I always like those. But as far as new colorways, nothing much really excites me. That actually has changed with the upcoming Nike Air Max 1 Treeline. This pair I actually like a lot. And for those that don't know, the color blocking resembles that of the Skunk SB Dunk High, which dropped back in 2010. This pair comes dressed in a Treeline, light Bordeaux, and dark driftwood colorway. constructed with a mixture of leather and mesh. We have a hairy suede in purple and green that covers the swoosh logos, mudguard, and heel. Finishing the look, we have an off-white midsole and a black rubber outsole. Also, I forgot to mention there is some gold detailing that lands on the Nike Air Max branding on the heel. Unfortunately, we don't have a release date for this shoe. They are rumored to release around 4/20, also known as April 20th, but that isn't confirmed. Like always, more info coming soon. I know I just got done saying there wasn't too many Air Max 1 releases that got me excited, but here is another one, the entire Concepts Nike Air Max 1 collection. There's a total of 3 pairs releasing. One is known as Friday, the second is known as Heavy, and the third is being called Paisley. Now that isn't the official name from Concepts. Each pair, when Concepts officially unveils the shoes, they give them a different nickname. Also, the collection is known as Mellow and features vibes from the 60s. So 2 pairs have already released. The Friday pair dropped at Concepts and Sneakers. The Heavy pair has just dropped at Concepts, and now we have official photos of the third, which is just being called Paisley for now. Easily my favorite from the pack, the shoe features a mixture of paisley print and denim, and unfortunately release details have yet to be announced for this shoe. More than likely they'll drop at Concepts first and then possibly release at Sneakers, but what we can say is that the retail price will be $170. Polaroid and Nike SB will also be collaborating this year on the Nike SB Dunk Low. Now, I've talked about the shoe in previous videos as well. I featured it on the website. However, we have a bit of new information and probably the most important info for those that are interested in buying, and that is the release date. Currently, this pair is scheduled to release at select skate shops and the Sneakers app on April 5th. However, at the time of shooting this video, the shoes are not posted on the Sneakers app, but that should change soon as long as they don't get pushed back. So April 5th is the current scheduled release date and the retail price will be $110. 2022 is going to be a strong year for Nike basketball when it comes to retro models and collaborations. One of the upcoming collabs will be between Supreme and Nike on the Air Zoom Flight 95. Now there's a total of 3 colorways releasing. What you're looking at is a first look at one of those colorways, and this pair comes dressed in university blue and white. The other 2 pairs, which we don't have photos of, will come dressed in black and white and hemp and white. Now I did see images going around, I believe it was on Hypebeast, however those are mock-ups. It's not of the actual shoes, so I didn't want to include them. So I've been seeing a lot of people disappointed with the shoe, and I don't know what it is, but for me, I like them a lot, and I typically try to stay away from Supreme collabs. Nothing totally catches my eye except for the 14, which grew on me over time. But to go over the shoes, they come covered in suede, while paisley print lands on the panels. The same paisley print also lands on the bug eye that comes on the midsole, and wrapping it we have Supreme branding. Now we only have 2 images, one of the shoes and one of the box, so I don't really know what's going on in other locations, but as you could see, they also come with a Nike Air Supreme hang tag. Currently, we don't have a release date for any of the 3. They are expected to release this year, and the retail price will be $160 each. Again, for me, definite pickup, at least on the university blue pair. Obviously, I can't speak for the other 2, I haven't seen them, but let me know your thoughts down below. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that Social Status and Nike will be connecting on the Air Max Penny 1. Now, what we learned recently is that it's going to be 2 colorways they're releasing. And not only that, they also have 2 colorways of the Penny 2 dropping. Now, at the time of shooting this, we don't have much information on the Air Penny 2 collabs. However, I am going to showcase them. And as I'm shooting this, I'm actually trying to research and find out a little bit more info. So if I'm able to, before this video goes live and before I'm done editing it, I'll put up something on the screen just to keep you guys in the loop. So from the collection, I'm going to go over the Air Max Penny 1 first. Like I mentioned, we have 2 colorways. One comes dressed in white and tan. The other one features Orlando colors. Now the highlight of the 2 is the interchangeable Velcro swoosh logos. So the logo that you see on the side, you can take that off, and they come with 4 additional swoosh logos. Now each swoosh represents a different sport, which includes basketball, baseball, football, tennis, and golf. The pair will also come with an extra set of laces, social status branding on the heel and written across the insoles, and the same cursive that's used on the insoles will also be used on the box. Now, my favorite from the collection is the Penny 2. Once again, we have two colorways releasing. One resembles that of the OG Orlando iteration, and the other pair looks like it comes in university blue and white. The pair also comes with the Penny 2 charm. We have social status branding on the ankle. Penny's logo lands on the tongue. And probably my favorite part of the collaboration is the box. So the box resembles packaging used from a toy, and it says Little Penny on it. So for those that remember, back in the 90s, we had Little Penny. We had a lot of commercials. I believe at one point you could buy the toy. Now, I went to look up the Little Penny toy, and the packaging really isn't the same. However, I don't think they were actually going for that look. Yes, it does say Little Penny on the box, but I just think overall it's supposed to resemble a box that a doll would come in. So the lid is translucent. We also have social status, Penny, and Nike branding throughout. And overall, definitely impressed with the collaboration. I'm a huge fan of the Penny 2. And honestly, I'm going with the Penny 2 over the Air Max Penny 1, but that's just my opinion. Now, as for the release details, unfortunately, we don't have any. Now, they are expected to release later this year. I'm sure social status will have a press release officially unveiling the shoes, but as far as a time range, that is unknown. Also, we don't know the retail price, but if anything changes while I'm editing this video, I'll make sure to put something up on the screen. I know some people don't like when I showcase PEs on this channel just because most people aren't able to get them. Now, as you know, they don't release at retailers. However, if you have big pockets, you can buy them. Now, in previous videos, I showcased the Oklahoma and UNC PEs, and now we have a look at the Air Jordan 6 PE for UCLA inspired by varsity jackets. So going over this pair, features blue cracked leather along with gold accents throughout. We have chenille patches on the tongue, and then we have white on the laces and midsole. We have a milky translucent tongue and outsole, while the pair also comes with UCLA branding on the lace locks and UCLA embroidered on the heel, as well as pre-aged pods. Like I mentioned, this pair won't be releasing to the public, but let me know your thoughts down below. Releasing for the women is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Chenille. The pair comes dressed in a light iron ore varsity red and cell colorway, also being called varsity red, and the highlight of the shoe is chenille used for the swoosh. It's been a while since I spoke on the shoes, and recently new images popped up, so I wanted to include them in this video. And originally they were going to release before Valentine's Day, however, the release was delayed. And not only will this pair release in women's sizing, but they will be available in preschool and toddler sizing. Other than that, the color blocking is pretty clean, straightforward. We have varsity red on the overlays, white on the base, and gray on the tongue and ankle. At the time of shooting this video, we don't have a release date for the shoes. However, they are expected to debut sometime in April. The retail price will be $170. Alright, so I think I am going to be purchasing the Air Jordan 3 Muslin. Like I mentioned in the previous video, at first I was like, it's okay. But as I see more and more photos, definitely this pair has grown on me. So why I'm talking about it in this video is that we received official photos. Easily our best look yet. Recently, the pair had a minor release date change, and it was actually pushed forward a day. Originally scheduled to debut on March 26th, they're now scheduled to debut on March 25th. Other than that, the pair features a muslin, university red, cement gray, and cell colorway. I was originally calling this pair canvas due to Jordan brand labeling it as the Air Jordan 3 canvas, and of course that the pair comes constructed with the material. Now traditionally I don't like shoes, well I traditionally don't like the Air Jordan 3 if it doesn't have elephant print. Personally, I hated the fragment collaboration because of that. This one, it's not so bad. But like I mentioned, March 25th is the new release date and the retail price will be $210. Some new photos of the Air Jordan 7 Sapphire popped up, also being called Shimmer. It's been a while since I showcased images of the shoe, just for the simple fact that not too many have popped up. We had one photo from Jordan Brand during the official unveiling, and then we have a few from the Sneakers Live that took place a few months back. The Sneakers Live one, the quality wasn't that great, and the photo from Jordan Brand's unveiling, it's just the one side image. So this one gives us a little bit of a detailed look. The pair comes with translucent mesh on the ankle as well as the panels. Underneath that, you could see shades of pink and purple. That also lands on the tongue and giving it slightly, and I mean slightly, an ACG look along with the colors used is the speckled detailing on the midsole. Other than that, we have smoky translucent areas on the outsole along with pink, purple, gray, and black. Currently, this pair is scheduled to release on April 16th for $210. I know there's a ton of people that love the Air Jordan 1, especially the Air Jordan 1 High OG or the Air Jordan 1 High 85. Now, it seems like there's a mixture of love and hate going on for the Air Jordan 1 KO. Personally, I'm a fan of the model. It is an OG, not this colorway, but just the model. For 2022, we have at least two colorways set to return. One known as Syracuse that comes in white and orange, and then we have this pair being called Bordeaux. Now, for obvious reasons, the nickname comes from the colorway, which is black, Bordeaux, and sesame. Utilizing canvas and leather throughout, we have sesame on the base, which gives it a tan hue. Then we have black on the eye stay, wrapping the toe, ankle overlay, and a little bit on the heel. Highlighting the shoe is Bordeaux, which accents the laces, swoosh, wings logo, and outsole. Currently, we don't have a release date, and the retail price will be $140. Honestly, I'm not a fan of this colorway at all. The Syracuse pair, it's decent, but I think we had better releases in 2021 when it comes to the Air Jordan 1 KO. One of the top releases for the Air Jordan 1 in 2022 is the Air Jordan 1 High OG Yellow Toe. Now, topping this shoe for many will probably be the Air Jordan 1 High OG Chicago Reimagined, which I'm going to talk about more later on in this video. Now, just to run it back, there was rumors that the shoe would release in 2019. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. However, what was created was a pair for the band Shinedown, and their pair featured their logo on the lateral side by the heel. So for the 2022 pair, it'll feature a slightly different shade of yellow known as Taxi. So some people are calling this the Air Jordan 1 High OG Taxi. For me, I'm definitely sticking with the yellow toe nickname. And maybe over the past week or so, we're receiving a lot more new images of the shoe. So yesterday, detailed photos popped up. I did want to showcase that with you guys. But other than that, there's really no new information. Now, at the time of shooting this video, they are currently scheduled to release on August 13th for $170. This is a definite pickup for me. One, possibly two pairs. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of hype, so getting two pairs won't be the easiest task. But like always, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Recently, I broke the news that the Air Jordan 6 Chrome, which resembles that of the 2002 Air Jordan 6 Low Chrome release, would return in mid-top form during the holiday season. The image used is a Photoshop, however, it's an accurate one of what's releasing. And why I'm talking about the shoe once again is because we have a release date. I know a lot of people are excited for the shoe. It's very simple, it's clean, it has a little bit of pop, which I like. And currently, the pair is scheduled to release on November 19th. And the retail price will be $200. I feel like this pair is actually going to do well when it does release. It should be a general release available in full family sizing, although I don't have confirmation on that. That's more speculation. But as far as the hype goes, there's a lot of people really liking the shoe. So we'll have to wait and see. For me, I plan on picking them up, but if they sell out, I'm definitely not going to grab at resale. We now have a first look at the Air Jordan 3 Atmosphere, also being called Neapolitan. The nickname comes from the ice cream, and this pair comes just in a white, dark mocha, Atmosphere in cell colorway. Now, this is a women's exclusive release, and I'll get to more on that later on in the video. But as you can see, the pair does resemble that of the Photoshop that came out several months back. Now, comparing what's releasing to the Photoshop, The elephant print seems to be a little bit darker. It might be due to the lighting. This pair also comes with white leather up top. We have Atmosphere, which is a shade of pink on the Jumpman branding on the tongue, part of the midsole, the Jordan hang tag, and it looks like they're on the Jumpman on the heel, although we don't have a straight on image of it just yet, so I can't confirm that. Other than that, the shoe comes with a white box and a gold Jumpman, so pretty simple box. But the shoes, they're actually really nice. I like them a lot, and the feedback I'm seeing is a lot of you guys do as well. Now, this is a women's release, so already you know that the sizing is going to be cut off, but what I've recently learned is that the shoes will not be available in extended women's sizing. So the biggest size available will be a 10.5. I know that's going to suck for a lot of people. And this is actually a shoe that I feel they should have just released in men's and women's sizing. Probably would have kept everybody happy with that. And currently the release date is scheduled for May 15th and the retail price will be $200. I have a couple updates on the Air Jordan 2 Chicago. Now, just to recap from my last video, the pair is returning during holiday 2022. It'll feature the OG overall build, well, at least trying to get as closest as possible. As well, they'll come with the OG wings box, packaging, the hang tag, and booklet. Now, at that time, a lot of people were asking if they were going to be made in Italy. I wasn't sure. However, I was told in a message that originally the shoe was going to return in 2021 and they were going to be made in Italy. However, due to COVID, that didn't happen. Now, the individual who told me also said he watches my videos, so if you want me to give you credit, just let me know. I don't know if you want your name out there like that, so if you do, I will put your name down in the description. So unfortunately, they won't be made in Italy, but that might not be a bad thing, because if they were, I'm sure the retail price would be much higher. Maybe the amount of pairs made would be a lot lower, but I do think it would have been cool to have like a limited run of them and then have a GR release of the shoe that was not made in Italy. And for the other update, now we have a release month, and currently the pair is expected to release in October. No retail price as of yet. All that information should be out very soon, and let me know your thoughts down below. Last up for today is news on the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagined. Since the news broke a few weeks ago, I've been seeing a lot of people running with the whole this shoe is releasing in the Air Jordan 1 High 85 form. That isn't the case. This is going to be a reimagined version of the Chicago pair, and while not all the details are confirmed, we do know some stuff. And the reason I'm speaking of it, once again, not because I'm trying to milk this information or anything like that, is we actually have a release date. Now, before I get to that, the shoe will have an age vintage-like look. So some of the things you could possibly expect is an aged midsole, distressed leather, things like that. As well, I was told to pay attention to the toe box. The shape of the toe box will be closer to the 85. And they'll come with a vintage style box and packaging. So traditionally, the Air Jordan 1 High OG comes in the OG style box. So it appears that they're going to do something a little bit different here. I don't know exactly what. Maybe they're going to give the box a vintage look, which is dope in my opinion. And now for the release date. Currently, the pair is scheduled to release on October 29th. So October looks to be a pretty crazy month. We have the OG Air Jordan 2 Chicago dropping and the Chicago Reimagined Air Jordan 1 in the same month. To me, that's crazy. Also, at the time of shooting, we don't have a retail price, nor do we know if this pair will be available in full family sizing. However, the good news is that that information should be available very, very soon. Also, if you didn't guess, the images used is the 1985 version. This is not the 2022. Also, I am trying to track down some images of the 2022 release, and from there, I'll be able to put together an accurate mock-up. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Just a reminder, my friend over at the section is doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. He's getting closer to it, and all you got to do is subscribe. There's a link down in the description below. First place winner will receive a pair of shoes in their size. Whatever is releasing around that time he hits 1K, he's going to buy that shoe in your size. And then second place winner will win $200. Back to the video, let me know what you liked or disliked down in the comment section below. Definitely a lot of releases in this one that I'm personally going to go after, especially the Chicago Air Jordan 2, as well as the Chicago Reimagined Air Jordan 1, and those Air Max 1 Treelines that resemble the Skunk SB Dunk High. Definite pickups. Be on the lookout for another video coming soon. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.